I will be discussing about the automation testing course that we're providing here. So automation testing course includes these important aspects of our automation testing in the latest world. So automation testing is very important for you to have a career in software testing because it helps you to reduce a lot of effort and time. And the companies are looking forward for more automation testers rather than manual testers. So now coming to this, we will cover the basic of Java programming here because you need to have one programming hand in hand because especially Selenium and Cypress kind of tools, we definitely need a hands-on on programming. So we teach you software testing with Java programming. We also teach you what is software test automation testing, what is basics of automation testing, and we go into depth into Selenium, and we actually teach about locators and the APIs and the paths and how the Selenium works, what is Selenium standalone, what is Selenium grid, and what is IDE, and all the details of that. However, you also need to learn Java stack, which is JUnit and Maven, for you to create a successful framework. And we also teach you Cucumber JVM, which is the fundamental point where you can convert your manual test cases into an automation testing without any converting your code into directly Java. So we can use the same Gherkin scenarios that we discussed previously into Cucumber JVM, and then we can convert them into Java steps. However, we also need to put some assertions and weights for our completion of our code. But that is just a basic. But here, especially what is very important from our point of view is our automation framework. So we actually teach you how you can develop an automation framework from scratch. And after developing, you need to run them through virtual machines like browser stack. And we also need to run something on Selenium Cloud, which is maybe on AWS. However, once you run the cloud, we need to continuously run them through a cloud on the cloud, which is you need to run on Jenkins, and which will run on browser stack and get the results. And now, because of the technologies are changed, we also need to discuss a little bit about Docker containerization and how you can run the Selenium using Docker. Okay, so let's go in detail. So what are the tools that we're discussing in today's? We will be discussing very important tools like IntelliJ, Maven, JUnit, Cucumber, Jenkins, Selenium, browser stack. These are the very, very important tools for you to have a 100% knowledge on Selenium. So we teach different tools, and these are the fundamental. I'll show you the everything in a demo in a moment. So these are the important tools that we cover all over the course. So let's go into the demo now. So we will show you a framework which was developed from scratch and which is completely integrated with AWS. See, this is what we will teach you as a part of the course. This is a framework which is done in Maven, and this framework have multiple folder structure. So we'll teach you how you can develop the same thing from scratch. Example, you can see that we got feature files as big as this, and we also have complex feature files that we will help you to understand, like this, where you can put your data tables and the examples. So when writing the feature files is one of the important factor of automation testing, and we teach you that it most deeply. So you'll understand how you can convert a complex multiple scenarios into one scenario so that you can reduce the time and effort and reusability of the code. And this will be backed up by writing a page object. So you can see that everything is written beautifully in the page objects. This page objects is nothing but which comes from your page object repository. So we have multiple page objects that are beautifully written by our students to handle any kind of scenarios. So they got very good way of writing. They use some hard coding values and they use dynamic values. They use arrays. You can see that we got arrays, and we use collections. We use all advanced technologies to make the automation tests as good as possible. You can see that we use encapsulations, and we use page factory. So we use page factory in our code. So like that, we have a lot of advanced features that we'll teach them. And finally, I mean, I don't want to go in depth in the coding. So they also write beautiful utilities to help them to reduce their tasks. And finally, we also have browser factory, which is what I want to show you today. So you can see that now here is where I can integrate my whole stuff into browser stack. So in the browser stack, I can run my test, or I can spin up my own AWS UI. If your company is saying that we don't want to run our tests in the cloud or some third parties, then we're happy to run the whole thing into AWS, and then you can spin up your own environment. So that I will show you, or otherwise you can run. You can see that tests running in AWS. Okay, so for now, if I want to just run this tests in browser stack, so I go here and say, if I run this test, and hopefully this whole test will run in, not run in locally, but will run in browser stack. Okay, so because I had given the browser stack, if I open my browser stack, login, hopefully my test will be running there. Just to make sure that my tests are running properly. Yes, you can see that my test is running here. Okay, so this is how you can, now my tests here are literally running here. So this is the live testing where the test is happening while you're running from your local machine. So we teach you all these things by yourself, so it's not like me that you people will be able to do this task. You can see the video is running, the tests are running. I don't need to go in depth, but this is how it works. Okay, so I'll just continue that, and then coming to my, and we also will show you how we can run in Jenkins. Right now, we also will help you to set up your own Jenkins environment. It takes some time. So that way we can help you to run this test in Jenkins as well. Okay, this is how we actually make you to teach how you can develop your own framework and integrate on the cloud. Finally, we also support other aspect as well. We actually will give an opportunity to work in our internal applications. I got few other companies which I work closely, and they always have a lot of work on our test automation. So I will test automation, manual testing, and mobile testing. So I will help you to place you in that companies, and you can work like voluntarily, not for paid, but voluntarily for a couple of months to get your own experience. That experience is the real experience where you will be actually testing without any guidance by yourself, and we will take your daily stand-ups and help you to get you better. Like that, you people will be working for our internal applications as a volunteership program. And you'll be working with a development team. So you will be a tester for a couple of months. The only thing is you will get experience there. And that experience you can actually use when you're going to interviews. Finally, as a part of the normal support program, we actually help you to get your CV and your interviews, how you talk in interviews, how to talk in interviews, and how you can even apply for the jobs either through us or from external sources. So we help you to get your CV sorted, and we help you to how to talk in interviews, and we also help you how you can apply and where you can, whom to send the CVs, and how to tackle the interviews. Okay, that way it's a complete program, and we make sure that you got good interviews in your place and you got very good job at the end of this course. So we have a complete support program for starting from zero till you place in a job. So thank you very much, and we are always here to help you, and you can always contact me at Sri Ramangajala, and this is my UK number. I'm from UK. Okay, you can contact me at any time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.